Thun Award was created in 1988 to recognize the lifelong commitment by Ferdinand and Louis Thun to improve the quality of life in Berks County through philanthropy. Since that time, the award has been presented to more than 24 Berks County residents who exhibited an enduring sense of responsibility to the community. The recipients of this award represent the best of generosity and philanthropy in Berks County. This year, we honor Ramona Turner Turpin. Ramona Turner Turpin is an instructor at the Literacy Council of Reading Berks. Previously, she served as the Dean of Leadership and Director of Funds Development for the iLead Charter School in Reading. Ramona was named Community Relations Manager for Sovereign Bank in 1999, where she served for almost 10 years. Ramona was a small business specialist for 3 years. She has served on numerous boards including Reading Musical Foundation, Olivet Boys and Girls Club, BCTV, United Way of Berks County, and Kutztown University Council of Trustees. Ramona currently serves on the board of Cafe Esperanza. She has received numerous awards, including the Athena Award, an Outstanding Woman Award from the Girl Scouts of Eastern Pennsylvania, the NAACP Image Award, Community Builder Award for BCTV, and the Amiga Award from Latina Gathering. Her biggest accomplishment is being the co-founder of the Sisterhood of Reading. Through her work, Ramona has shown that true success is not measured by personal achievements, but by the positive difference we make in the lives of those around us.
I would describe Ramona as fearless because Ramona always spoke truth to power, and I've always admired her greatly for that.
I would describe Ramona as all in on whatever she commits to. She gives her time, she gives of her talent, and she gives of her treasure. But more important, she gives of her heart.
She's caring, she's passionate, and she's committed.
God-fearing, resilient, empowering,
connected, and committed.
I would describe Ramona as exceptional. It's one thing to be a matriarch for your family, but I think she is the matriarch of our community.
My mom graduated from Reading High in 1969. She graduated from Kutztown University in 1973. That wasn't even a thing for women, let alone women of color.
Ramona and I met at least 50 years ago at the BCIU where we both worked, and I interviewed her for a teaching position in the child care program, which she got, of course, and probably only stayed a couple years, but she was a great, great teacher. And then she moved up into management.
Ramona was a banker back in the old days when I was a banker, so I'm talking 40 years ago. And she was one of the young women coming up in banking, and I was one of the women in leadership in banking. And we got to know each other through all the community events that we did together.
I've probably known Ramona since 1993. My first impression of Ramona was that she probably knew more about this community than anybody else I was going to meet.
I met Ramona about 20 years ago when I was around 15, 16. I became a member of the Sisterhood when they first started it. She has been a mentor in my life for the last 20 years.
We go back a long, long way. Probably, I don't know, when I was first working at the YWCA and we were doing anti-racism work and housing the Victims Assistance Center.
Ramona and I spent a lot of time opening child care centers all over the city and all over the county. And child care is such a necessary service, even back then and even now, that I would say we impacted thousands of families and thousands of children by virtue of that work. Ramona has been of the community and for the community. Her voice is so important.
So Ramona and I worked together on the Police Athletic League, the PAL, and I really got to know Ramona as a friend by the programs that we did together. Ramona was my partner when we built the Center for the Arts at the PAL, and she led some of the community groups to give us input on what they could use for their kids. And they said they wanted a place where their children could be applauded. And it led us to build the Center for the Arts, which continues to be one of the most positive programs that we do at the Olivet Boys and Girls Club.
Ramona is one of the few people, and maybe there have been 2 or 3, who have served on the board of directors of the Berks County Community Foundation twice. It's very rare that that happens. I value Ramona's view, and I think the whole team understands that she has a perspective on this community that's rooted in a history and a wide range of networks that very few people have. I think the most impactful work that Ramona has done is the work that she's done with individual young women through her programs with the Sisterhood. These are people who she's taken under her wing. She's helped them understand what their potential is and to broaden their horizon.
So my mentorship with Ramona, she has just been a leader to me. She's taken me under her wing. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. When I was a part of the Sisterhood, we did like etiquette dinners. We just learned a lot of the things that you need to know growing up as a young woman. I think my first impression and memory that really stood out to me about Ramona was the way that people responded to her in a room. When she walks in, her poise is powerful. The impact that she has on the community and the respect that people have for her, that was something that really caught my attention about her. People listen to her. She's very direct when she speaks. She will give you the wisdom, the solutions, whatever she can, but people trust her.
So Ramona is one of those people who will pull me aside after the board meeting and tell me the truth. And she'll say, look, you're not maybe thinking about this the right way, or you need to talk to some people that you haven't talked to who have a very different perspective on things. And she'll always do that in a way that's frankly loving and in the best interest of the community. Ramona taught me to listen to the people you're serving, to get out into the community and to get to know them.
We call Ramona the mayor. Have you ever walked around town with her? You can't go more than half a block without somebody stopping to say hi.
The longest walk that I ever took was 3 blocks down Penn Street because we stopped to talk to all of Ramona's cousins along the way. She has deep roots in this community through her family, through her religious affiliations, through her community involvement. I don't know if there's anybody Ramona doesn't know in Berks County.
I think Ramona is a natural leader, and I think that has shown through in everything that she's done. She just gives everything she's got to whatever is in front of her at that moment. I've always said that Ramona is my sister from a different mother, and I think we share an awful lot of the same values and the same traits and characteristics. So we've worked hard. We've always believed that we could make a difference.
I'm proud of her because my mom has never given up. No matter what has come her way, bank mergers, career changes, my mom has seamlessly moved on to the next thing and made it work. She gives endlessly to her grandchildren. She loves being a grandmom, and they love her. Just another check on her, on her box.
One of the most important things I've learned from Ramona is perseverance, to just stay at it. I think she's motivated to bloom where you're planted. And because of her faith, she embodies the John Wesley quote, to do all the good you can and all the places you can for all the people you can as long as you ever can. Ramona's influence across generations is incredibly powerful. Her work with the Sisterhood, in early learning, literacy, higher education, everything she's done for women, for the Black community in Berks County. This is all future-oriented, intergenerational work. Our community is a much stronger, better place because of Ramona. Her life's work has been to make sure that everyone has a seat at the table and that everyone's voices are heard. She's made a remarkable difference over generations.
The impact that she's had on my life, I can pay it forward and, instill those values into our youth and young adults that I see could use the guidance and just be the Ramona to them.
I think Ramona's work will influence people for time to come because, number one, she is such a role model for women. To see the work that Ramona's done in her lifetime and all of the advantages she's made for other people, I think that her work will go on forever.
Congratulations, Ramona. This is an honor that is so well deserved over a long lifetime of giving back to others.
Ramona, congratulations. Nobody has ever deserved this more.
Ramona, I just want to say thank you for everything that you have been to me over the last 20 years, and I know everything that you will be to me for the rest of my life. I appreciate you, and congratulations on this award.
Hey, Mona, I am not in the least bit surprised that you won this award. You fit all of the criteria, and it's about time. So congratulations, my dear friend.
Ramona, when we heard that you were the recipient of this year's Thun Award, we were delighted. Not surprised at all, but delighted. My friend, congratulations.
Mom, I'm so proud of you for receiving this Thun Award. You're so deserving of this award for all that you do and all that you continue to do in this community. Berks County is a better place because you're in it. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you.